Hey guys, it's Dr. Cameron Dennis, physical therapist for Back on Track Therapy and Wellness. Also the founder of the Running Injury Support Group on Facebook. If you haven't had a chance to check out that group, I suggest that you do, especially if you're someone who is going through a running injury. So there's the plug for that. But what I wanted to talk today a little bit about was strength training for runners. What specifically should you be doing as a runner to strength train in order to prevent injury and improve performance? Okay. I think in general, for if you're dealing with an injury, I think the strength exercises that are most important are going to really depend on what your pain is. So I won't really go into that. But as far as injury prevention and performance go, for middle to long distance runners, what I would suggest is starting a progressive resistance training program. What does that mean? Sounds like a lot of big words, but what it means is it's just a strength training program that you start with a certain weight, and as your strength improves, you move up, okay? That's the progressive resistance training part of that. So exercises that I suggest in particular would be squats. I think squats are a must do for runners, okay, to improve the ability of the quadriceps, ability of the weight-bearing bones, and stabilizing muscles of the hips, of the knees, of the ankles. Squats are huge, okay? The next thing I think are very important would be walking lunges, okay? Because that also works the glutes, it works the hamstrings. I mean, that's, like I said, that's another one that works the hips, the knees, the ankles, another big one. Also helps with your coordination a little bit, especially with that reciprocal pattern that a walking lunge has. So, and with that, I would actually hold dumbbells or kettlebells or free weights, however you can, but so that you can gradually increase the resistance for that. Because I think, you know, you may, if you're starting from the beginning, you may start with no weights, but you're really going to want to start adding weights, because I don't think that body weight, that just simply doing body weight exercises for the rest of your life is going to be enough to prevent injury, especially if you're someone who's putting in a lot of mileage. So squats, walking lunges, calf raises, so heel raises with weight, okay? Standing, yes, and seated if possible, if you have at your gym a seated calf raise machine. If not, what you can do is sit on a bench and put a plate, just like a 25, 45, whatever, on your knees and just raise your heels. Okay, so that works the soleus. It also attaches to the Achilles tendon. So another very trained muscle. The last one that I think is underperformed globally, you know, not just in runners but in athletes in general, is the deadlift. I prefer the Romanian deadlift myself. If you don't know what that is, we can I'll certainly post a video with the difference between the Romanian deadlift and a standard deadlift. I also like using the hex bar, which basically allows you to hold your arms here rather than here in front of you, as I feel like it puts a little less strain on your back, especially when you're first starting. Now, as you become more, you know, as you become stronger and you get the technique down, there's nothing wrong with doing a standard deadlift with a barbell. But just for beginners, I think using the hex bar, which I believe I have a picture on my Instagram of that somewhere. But it's important that you start with a weight, okay? And then you're progressively increasing it as you become stronger, okay? You're not gonna do 20-pound deadlifts for the rest of your life, okay? You're gonna progressively go up as tolerated, okay? One thing that's actually beneficial is single leg deadlifts also. I believe that Fallon Headings actually had a post about single leg deadlifts in our group. So you can check that out, or I believe I can probably make a video for that as well. So I believe those are probably going to be the most important exercises. It's not to say that there aren't other very, very important exercises that you can be doing. Everybody's completely different. So the exercises that are most important for you might not be the most important exercises for someone else. But I think that those are the basics. Those are the exercises that I would definitely start with as far as lower body exercises. Okay? So if you have any questions about strength training for runners and injury prevention and performance training, please feel free to reach out to me on Facebook at facebook.com/getbackontracktherapy, or in the Running Injury Support Group on Facebook, which you can find just by searching Running Injury Support Group on the Facebook search bar there. Or you can definitely check us out at the website backontracktherapy.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. So once again, this has been Dr. Cameron Dennis, physical therapist for Back on Track Therapy and Wellness, and I appreciate you watching.